Hi, welcome to the concierge segment of our show. I'm so glad that you joined us. We do the concierge segment with fun things to do in the area, as I'm a real concierge as well. And I love my part-time job as a concierge, and that's what this show is about, bringing you the best of the best in town. And I have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Susan Capicato.
Yes, and we're going to be right back because this song goes with her play that she is directing in Newport Richey this weekend, and we'll be right back.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes. It's no use sitting and singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee.
So that goes hand in hand with this. Everybody, stop what you're doing and take out your calendar because you do not want to miss this amazing show. And I'm so excited to learn more about it. So tell us about the play, how you came up with the idea.
Well, the play is called All Aboard and Then Some. And it's written by a very funny playwright by the name of John Smitherman.
Okay.
And the show revolves around the lead is John Douglas. He's basically written about himself, really.
Okay.
John Smitherman always writes his shows with himself as the character.
That's a smart move.
Yes. And John Douglas is overworked, stressed out, going through a divorce, and he just needs to get away. So he books a cruise by himself, a 2-week getaway to Hawaii.
You know, somebody's listening to this in the car and they're going, I'm going through that right now. I'm going to do that.
Yes. Except you don't want to be John Douglas because
Right.
he booked his cruise and the cruise ship quadruple booked his cabin.
Oh.
With 4 zany characters that all come in and come out, and there's luggage everywhere, and he thinks he's losing his mind because there's luggage here, luggage there, and then suddenly the luggage is gone, and people just appear and disappear, and it's that kind of comedy. In the door, out the door.
Now, is it a musical?
No,
Okay.
It is just a straight play comedy.
Okay, and
Yes.
how did you find your actors?
We hold open auditions
You do?
at Richie Suncoast Theater. We hold why can't I say that?
Open auditions? Yeah.
Open auditions, and we had a really good turnout.
How many people would apply, would you say?
You know, I had a really good turnout for this one. Usually for straight plays, we'll get maybe 10 to 20 people or so will come out for that.
Okay.
Musicals, of course, especially if there's a lot of children involved. In fact, just the other day, they did auditions for Matilda the musical.
Oh, really?
And she had upwards of 60, 70 people on each day, and they were held for 2 days.
Oh.
So
Do they go
musicals,
through agents or do they go through?
no, it's just community theater, experience, non-experience. They all just come on out, and
Have you
It's
ever
non-equity.
thought of, I have a lot of casting director friends and people that are agents. Have you ever thought about bringing them out to watch the plays because they always sign people?
you know, we post all of our marketing promos and our posters and everywhere, all over the Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Tampa Bay Theater Networks and Tampa Bay Plays, all these stuff. So, it's out there for them to see. So
Right.
if they want to contact us,
very
absolutely.
cool.
And we're always open to that.
Because I
Yeah.
remember, there's a lot of directors that I would talk to and they would say, oh, I went to this play and I found this star.
Mhm.
And you never know who's sitting in the audience.
That's
I do
right.
have to say, I used to know Joe Jackson. I went to his house, Michael Jackson's father.
Wow.
And I have to write a book. But anyway, long story short, he found this girl in high school that was a singer. And he sat in the back of the auditorium in Las Vegas and he heard there was a talent show. And, he was there and he signed her. And
Wow.
that was pretty cool. You just
Yeah.
don't know who's watching or know somebody,
Exactly.
which
Exactly.
is cool.
Yeah.
And so the shows start tomorrow.
Yes, we open tomorrow night, Friday at 8, March
Okay.
3rd. Yeah,
Right.
March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The Friday and the Saturday show are at 8 p.m. and the Sunday is a matinee at 2 p.m.
Oh, at 2 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's
And
super cool. And
that's,
how many can it seat in that area?
We have 300 seats in our historic theater. Richie Suncoast Theater was built in 1920.
Wow.
And,
Can you tell us the history of that?
Oh yeah. It was originally built in the 20s for the silent film stars. It was actually back in the day. Downtown Newport Richey was a heyday for all the silent film actors.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Gloria Swanson comes to mind.
Okay.
And then there's some others. And they would, their movies would be portrayed at the theater. They would come for their big galas down there. The big Hacienda Hotel is in downtown Newport Richey, and that has now been refurbished. But the
Oh.
Hacienda Hotel was where they all stayed, and they partied, and it was like little Hollywood
Oh,
in
wow.
downtown Newport Richey there at the Hacienda. And that has now been taken over by a private company, and they've restored it, and it's now open to book rooms. They have a nice restaurant there.
Oh, really?
So they're really trying to bring the downtown area back to its heyday back in the
What about
20s.
parking for the show?
There is free parking all over town. There's
Okay.
a big parking lot, big public parking spots behind the theater, and then there's street parking.
Okay.
So
Can they
yeah.
bring food or anything in, or is there like a concession stand?
We do. We have concessions. We also serve beer and wine,
Okay.
and we have snacks too. So
Okay.
yeah,
So can they bring that in the theater, or is it outside during the intermission?
we don't. They don't bring in any outside food.
Right.
They can purchase it at the concession stand in theater.
But can they bring
Yes.
it inside?
Oh yes,
Oh, they- oh,
yes, they
okay.
can bring it into their seating area.
So they can
yes.
have a glass of wine sitting watching
Yes,
the show.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
that's super cool.
Mhm.
How long have you been a director?
I started directing, I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago. I directed my first show. I've been acting since 1997, and I actually started out in this theater at Richie Suncoast.
Do you have an agent?
No.
Why?
I just
I have
I
them,
just do community theater stuff.
but I gotta look you up with a couple. I gotta send you somebody
Okay.
and send those some photos because the agents love theater.
Mhm,
And there's so much there's more filming coming. There's more things that I'm seeing.
mhm.
But maybe you could try it and just
Yeah,
know,
you never know, right?
well, he said to send 20 pictures over and tell him what you do in your resume.
There you go.
So you have an agent by this week.
that'd be
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah.
But yes, I started actually acting at Richie Suncoast Theater in '97,
Okay.
and I've been doing plays there ever since. And
Did
and-
you take acting lessons when you were younger?
Nope. I just went out on the whole community theater thing where you just go out and you try out and you
Oh,
just
wow.
sort of just gain your experience as you go. You learn from really good directors and other
What-
people. And
What happens when somebody's on stage? Have you ever had a chance where somebody flubbed up on a line and then you
Oh,
start
yeah.
laughing and tell us what happened about, like, how did you get over that?
you just kind of roll with it. The audience is very forgiving. Actually, I don't think people realize that, they think, oh, the audience is going to be so upset if you mess up. They don't. They love it. Actually, the audience kind of
And they
looks
probably
forward
don't
to it.
even know.
Yeah, no, they don't even know.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't know your lines. You know your lines.
Right.
So, many times they're just like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Or if they do, and if it's a big one where everybody starts to laugh. I remember there was one in particular. Our theater was run for about 20 years by a very nice man named Charlie Skelton.
Okay.
And he was actually acting in one of the shows I was in with him. And I think there was a storm outside or something, and there was a surge. And the whole theater went dark. The whole theater. We
Oh,
were
wow.
on stage. The stage lights went out. The house lights went. Everything went completely dark for that 2 seconds.
Right.
Went out, and then it came back on. And everybody's kind of looking around, and Charlie just stayed right in character. And he goes, "Oh, look, an eclipse."
Oh,
He
that's
said-
funny.
And everybody
funny.
just started laughing, and everybody was relaxed because then we just picked up right where we left off.
Okay.
So, it happens. People
Right.
drop a line. You either have to cover for them or try to lead them into their next line or skip it and just keep it moving.
Right.
You can't freeze.
Yeah. Another question about acting and some of the actors, you have all different ages, I'm sure, that come in audition.
Yep.
Where can they find out about the next audition that would be, coming up?
Richie Suncoast Theater has a website, richiesuncoasttheater.com.
Okay.
And they also have a Facebook page, and they advertise all their upcoming auditions on both of those.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Now, are the actors paid or is it volunteer?
It's all volunteer.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Community theater is all volunteer. We don't.
Now, do they
no.
have like a donation box or anything for the actors?
No, unfortunately. That would be nice though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a gratuity, could put a little boxing gratuity for actors because that is a lot of their time.
Yes,
to do that,
it very much is. It's a good 4 to 6 week commitment. About 3-4 nights a week.
Okay.
We rehearse.
And how long do you
And-
rehearse?
I try to keep rehearsals down to 3 hours or less.
Okay.
Musicals though will require longer because you've got music, you've got choreography, you've got
Okay.
everything.
Wow.
a lot more involved.
So if somebody wants to audition, they go to the website and they can check that out.
Mhm.
How is it to memorize lines? That's a big thing. People say, I want to do theater, but
Yeah.
how do you memorize that? What is your secret?
That's why I direct now, because I don't want to memorize lines anymore. I just like telling people what to do.
they don't have cue cards or anything. It's all
No cue cards. No,
Right.
you just memorize them. But I'll tell you, when I was acting though, and still even now, but the best way to learn your lines is to record them.
Mhm.
Record your lines, your scenes. Read your lines and read the opposing party's lines as well. And then just listen to it over and over in your car, at home, just constantly have it running. It becomes like a song where you
Right.
just learn the words.
God.
You ever listen to a song so many times you can sing right along with it?
Exactly.
That's the same thing.
My gosh, I can't even memorize half the phone numbers on my phone
Right.
except my husband. If I lost my phone, I mean, do you have the same thing?
Yeah. Nobody knows phone numbers anymore.
Like if you came to the top of how many people that you have memorized their phone number on your phone?
I still remember my phone number from when I was a kid.
Me too.
And I think that's the last number I remember.
I know. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
See, that's why I became a stage manager, because I just feed people lines. I don't have to
There
memorize
you go.
them.
Yeah. That's why I'm directing. Exactly.
Our amazing engineer. Bobby, you have a background in production.
Yes, yep.
Tell us about that real quick.
Well, it's primarily the degree stage management, but I've kind of ventured off to the production management side of things, mostly just because that's where I found the most opportunity
Nice.
so
Yeah.
far. So, hey, as
You have
long
to
as I
give her-
stay somewhere in the industry, I'm happy.
You have
Yeah.
to give her your resume.
Do
Lola,
that.
don't worry. He's still
No,
staying at
I'm
the
still
stage.
here. Yeah, I'll be.
Take them
Our
away.
station owner, yeah. We're going to come back. We're going to play her commercial again so
Okay,
everybody can hear
let
it.
me
Awesome.
get that popped up here real quick.
Yeah, and
will-
we have about, another 15 minutes yet.
Oh, good.
Anybody has a question for her, we'd love to have you call in.
Mhm.
727-441-3000. Again, 727-441-3000. If you have a question about the play or being an actor, I should audition. Oh, Carrie K. Davis said she should audition. She loves to sing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
We need singers.
and you know
Yes.
what? I will tell you, a lot of the film directors that I work with in the past, they have said, I love theater people. I know that they're serious actors and I will get them more work
Yeah.
because they are theater. And I've always remembered that. So we'll be right back. Let's go to that commercial.
This is Susan Capicato. I am the director of the hilarious comedy All Aboard and Then Some, about a guy who books a relaxing vacation cruise to Hawaii, only to find his cabin is quadruple booked with some crazy characters. So come sail away with us at the historic Ritchie Suncoast Theater in downtown Newport Richie, March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Tickets are $25. Call the theater box office now at 727-842-6777. You don't even have to pack a bag. Bon voyage.
Hi, I'm Dawn with Sunkissed Charters. Come and sail with us on a 37-foot endeavor out in the Gulf of Mexico. Up to 6 people, $100 an hour, 3-hour minimum. You can split it between each other. Pet friendly, bring your own food, drinks, restrooms on board. Make it a memory maker. Call 727-871-7788 or call 727-315-4936. SunkissedCharters.com. We'll see you out at the Gulf of Mexico.
Looking to cool off in the summer or turn up the heat in the winter? Then head over to Clearwater Ice Arena, Tampa Bay Skating Academy Oldsmar, or TDSA Countryside. With 3 locations in the Tampa Bay area, you can enjoy a wide range of hockey and figure skating activities and programs. We offer youth and adult pickup hockey and leagues, skate, shoot, freestyle, and public skating times throughout the day, so you will want to come back again and again. It's fun for the whole family. And don't forget to schedule your next birthday party or private event with us. Visit TampaBayIce.com for more information.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the ice rink today. I love ice skating, and but I had a meeting and I couldn't get there. But we have a caller, and
Yes, we
hi,
do.
welcome to our concierge segment of the show. I'm Dawn Reese, your concierge. Actually, I'm a real concierge. Welcome.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
This must be Carrie K. Davis.
It is. I sent out a message because I was interested in finding out about the audition.
Yeah, so there's an actress, a singer. You want to tell her what to do?
Oh, great. Yes. Just go to the Ritchie Suncoast Theater's website, ritchiesuncoasttheater.com, or their Facebook page under Ritchie Suncoast Theater. And they always post them there. They just held auditions last weekend for Matilda the musical. I'm not sure if that's fully cast or not, but that might be something you might want to contact the theater and see if they've cast all their parts for that
Okay.
one or not. I think that is
Alright.
going. Yeah, that one's going to be a big musical, and they needed some adult actors and singers.
Yeah, she
for that.
sings.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm also a comedian.
And a comedian as well.
Oh yeah, there you go. And yeah, there are some funny parts in it. But if that one's already been cast, just keep an eye on it because I think that is the final show for the season. Just keep an eye on what's going on there for next season. I
All
know
right,
that
well,
I know they've got a
thank
good
you.
lineup coming up.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I learned a lot, Dawn. Thank you.
Very cool. That's another concierge Hollywood connection. And we'll see you ice skating in about 2 weeks.
Okay, honey. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for calling in, Carrie K. Davis. Carrie has a show here as well.
Oh, that's
Called
great.
Living a Healthy Lifestyle, and it's on Tuesdays at 3:00.
That's
So
cool.
join her as well on that. And then also, 8:22 goes so fast. I was talking to you about that you should have your own show here.
I would love to have my own radio show.
You know, and I was saying that we should do something like the old time radio,
Yes.
you know, and doing something where we have actors come in, and I don't have anyone that could write something and they could do the voice. And he's got all the sounds back there. He could do a creaking door, right?
Oh, that'd be neat. Yeah.
Good.
Those old mystery shows.
Yes, I've
Yes.
seen a few done on stage like that. It's
Yeah.
It's not called
Very
old time
interesting.
radio. It's called it was called
well, they're
some-
radio plays, is what they
yeah,
are.
mystery radio.
Oh, okay.
I think
Right.
Okay.
Different types of radio plays.
I do
But
want to
the-
do that with somebody who wants to split the airtime with me. I think the actors would have so much fun
Mm-hmm.
to do a weekly show on that
Yeah.
when Bobby's here.
Thing is,
would
I
love-
don't write. I just direct.
Right.
And yeah, I'd have to get a hold of John Smitherman because this is the third show I've done with John Smitherman.
Oh,
The last two shows, some of the Richie Suncoast regulars will probably remember we did Holy Cannoli and Holy Stromboli. I talked to you last year about
Right.
the Stromboli one. That was about the Italian family from New York that go
I
to
didn't
visit
get
their
to
daughter.
go. I know. I wanted to
Yes.
see
Oh my God, that was so
bad.
much fun. And that just brings out so many people to that one. Well, this one's written by the same writer and same type of comedy, but this doesn't have an Italian base to it. But that same in the door, out the door, quick, zany characters. We have a crazy cowboy, we have a crazy cabin steward, we have an Italian bellhop who doesn't speak English.
Oh, that's funny.
We have all these, and my actors have just been working so hard on this.
Do you want to shout any of them out by character? Or
Oh,
anything that
gosh.
comes to mind? I'm
I've got-
putting you on the spot.
Well, I've got so many. Let's see. I have to kind of go down the line. I know I have a cameo appearance as the maid.
Yay!
If you can find me, so I do a cameo. And then our bellhop is Tom DeJarle. He's our bellhop, Claudio.
Okay.
And then we have our lounge singer. He plays Ryan J. Grant, and he is Mark Janulis, who's
Okay.
actually a local comic around here,
Oh, very cool.
local stand-up comic. And
We have to get him on the show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he probably maybe he has been. He might have been with that Stand Up for News. That's
Oh,
here.
yeah,
He might have
yeah.
been with them. I'm not
Actually,
sure.
they're next, right after me, Stand Up for News.
And then we have J.J. Jameson is the cowboy, and he's played by Jeff. I'm gonna totally slaughter his last name. I think it's Wakovich.
Okay.
And his girlfriend is playing the Vegas showgirl,
Oh, how fun.
and her name is Allie, and Allie Vargas.
Okay.
Allie Vargas. And then I have to remember, I'll be honest with you, after I rehearse with my characters for so long, I refer to them as their character name. I forget their real names
Right,
anymore. I have
exactly.
to really think. Brie Foley is playing the lead female of Claire Lane,
Okay.
and she becomes John Douglas's love interest. And John is played by Sam Panarello. And Sam has played the character of John in the last 3 shows.
Oh, wow.
He was in Cannoli, Stromboli, and now All Aboard.
Okay. So tell everybody
Yes.
again where to buy tickets. It's this weekend.
Oh,
Come on.
we have Michael Adrian. He's playing the cabin steward, and he's just loads of fun.
Oh,
But-
okay. So is it more of a comedy as well?
What's that?
Is it more of a comedy?
Oh, it's a total comedy.
It's a
It is
total
a
comedy.
farce, is what it
You know,
is. It is a farce.
All you people that need to chill out and you need to relax and laugh. Laughter is the
Yes.
best medicine.
You will laugh from beginning to end on this one. It's nonstop.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now I have 5 minutes left, but I want to brag about your son.
My son.
Yes.
Okay. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Tell us about what he does.
Stefano. His name is Stefano Capicato, and he does stand-up comedy, and he has kind of taken it his own way, and he has started hosting his own comedy shows.
Really?
In downtown Newport Richey, particularly at Ordinance 1, which is a really nice pub. There's a plug there.
Oh, Carrie
And-
K. Davis. And I think, does James know him?
Yes, they know Stefano.
We have to go
Yes,
over there.
I remember him.
We have to do that. We have to do some. I love stand up.
And he hosts open mic nights.
What days?
It's the first and third Wednesday of every month at Ordinance 1. He hosts them there, and he
At
usually.
what time?
I believe they start at 7:30.
Okay.
And he'll have like a set lineup of like 4 or 5 comics that
Right.
are scheduled to be there.
Right.
And then he opens the floor to anyone who wants to go up, and he gives everybody 5 minutes.
I need to do that. Stefano, I need to do that.
It's a lot of fun. I've actually done it twice. I didn't think I could do that because I normally need a script. I don't
Right.
usually improv, and it's a lot of fun.
The funny thing is when my ex-husband, well, he had passed away, but when I went through a divorce with him, I went through therapy and therapy didn't work. But long story short, I went to comedy school with Pauly Shore's sister.
Oh yeah.
And Sandy
Wow.
Seashore,
Mhm.
I love it. Sandy Seashore, she passed away, was just an inspiration in my life and was always on my shows. And so if it wasn't for James from Stand Up for News, that's next,
Mhm.
I would
Yep.
not have gotten the guts to go on stage. I didn't graduate. So when he was doing it at Russo's when they were open, I got him an open mic night there. And James said, "You're going to graduate." And I said, okay, I got up there. And then at first it was a little rusty, but then all of a sudden, a couple shows later, people are high-fiving me. And I'm like, well, if y'all are not going to laugh, we'll put it on TikTok and get like hundreds of views.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, Stand Up for News is next in about 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Any last words is about 8:27 that you'd like to say?
Just come on down. Like I said, you don't even have to pack a bag. We're going to totally immerse you. You're going to feel like you're on the cruise with them and experiencing what's going on. And it's just a nonstop comedy. And so we'd love to see you down there.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. Friday at 8, Saturday at 8, Sunday at 2.
And before we go, Bobby, we'll just play that commercial again so people can go and give the
We
website.
will play that. You want me to play it during the transition?
RichieSuncostTheater.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go out with the scene.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then
Downtown Newport Richie.
this weekend.
This weekend.
Yes.
$25 are the tickets. They do serve beer and wine, so you got that. And
There you go.
we'll have a good time.
There you go.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, everybody. Carrie Case has produced my first comedy show. She had a lot of fun doing that too. February and April 1st. The Renaissance Festival is happening, and we have that commercial as well. We'll transition to that one too.
Yes.
I'm Dawn Reese, and we'll have more Miracle Stories, concierge shows, and Hollywood connections. And I'm looking forward. I entered the Christian Film Festival this year, so that one I put in. We'll see what happens, and a lot of fun
great.
things around the corner. And I'm Dawn Reese, and we will see you next Thursday. And stay tuned for Stand Up for News next. And you're gonna love this show because they're all amazing comedians that I love so much. And I'm Dawn Reese. We'll see you next week.